Hello everybody, I'm Scott Crane, City Commissioner for District Number 1, and I'm here to update you on some of the projects taking place in District Number 1. Currently I'm standing on the north extension of the hike and bike trail. This segment essentially runs from Trenton Road on the southern limit up to Auburn Road. If you can see behind me in the camera, there's quite a few trees that have been planted. The sidewalks are in place. Currently working on the sprinkler system, and grass should be in place shortly, and this project should be finished here in the next few weeks. Another project in District Number 1 that I'd like to share with you is the extension of Bicentennial Boulevard. That segment is due to open shortly from Trenton Road to Dove Road. That'll be the first segment completed. The second segment, which runs from Dove Road to Nolana, will still be under construction for the next year or so. It's a little more complicated project and has to do with realignment of some railroad spurs and so forth. But one of the reasons I mentioned that particular project now is that it too will have a hike and bike trail extension, ultimately extending the hike and bike trail from Nolana all the way up to Trenton Road. So again, helping to build our community, a more livable and enjoyable community. And I encourage all of you to get out to the hike and bike trails in the evenings and get out and walk and see your neighbors and get some exercise. Another project that I'd like to touch on this morning is Noland is being redeveloped to 7 lanes of traffic, 6 lanes, 3 lanes going east, 3 lanes going west, and obviously your center turn lane. That project should be completed shortly and should help circulation in the city to get east and west a little more quickly. That's a look at some of the projects that are currently under development, and I want to share with you a couple of projects that you can look forward to in the future. Currently, there's a regional detention facility behind Morris Junior High and Perez Elementary School. Many of you are familiar with the master plan that shows quite an extensive park to be developed there. As you're all aware, the economy has been really tight the past few years, which has tightened our budgets and so forth. But I want you to know that we're working hard at trying to allocate some monies in this coming fiscal year to put a few park improvements in that facility, and I think you can anticipate a little bit of development each year over the next 3 years or so, ultimately finishing that project, that park out in about 3 years. Immediately contiguous to that development and across the street to the east, some of you have heard and some of you may not have heard that we're going to have a Sam's Club locating in the area on that tract of land. Not exactly sure when that's going to be developed, but it should bring a lot of convenience to those of us that live on the north side of town who currently travel all the way to the south end of town to buy wholesale goods. So another project to look forward to in our community. That's a quick look at some of the projects in District Number 1. If you have any questions or comments, you can always reach me in my office at 630-2487. Thank you for listening.